Hey, good morning. My name is Dana, aka Matt Caster. My friends call me Pod. This morning we're going to talk about how to properly set your input levels, as well as how to properly save your project and your WAV file. This is a must, guys. Okay? You can have the best microphone in the world, and if you don't use proper input levels and proper mic placement, it'll do you no good whatsoever. And if you do not know how to save your project, you can go through all this, have the best recording in the world, and all of a sudden lose your project. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got my microphone turned on. It's an ATR 2100. I bought this microphone on sale, I think, for $39. It's a USB microphone, but it also has an XLR output, which means that I can hook this same microphone into a audio interface or into a mixing board. And this is what happens, guys. If you buy that microphone that is strictly USB, condenser microphone, if you ever decide to expand, you're going to take that microphone, you're going to wrap it up, and you're going to put it in a drawer somewhere because you're not going to be able to use it. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is come up here to the microphone, and I'm simply going to click inside this and be silent for 3 to 4 seconds. Now you see up here where it's around the 81, that's my noise floor. Do you see over here where this is coming in now? Okay, I want this to be in between that -12 and -18, so I'm going to come up here to my microphone input level, and I'm just going to start talking in a normal voice, and I'm going to watch that meter as it starts to come over. Now, on the dynamic microphone, I have it about probably 1.5 inches from my mouth at a 15-degree off axis. That way, it's going to cut down on a lot of my plosives. I do not have a pop filter on it, okay? So I'm going to give it one more click. So now I'm over here where I want to be talking in a normal voice. So I'm going to be silent again, and now I'm going to see where my noise floor is. Okay, so as you can see, it's between a -72 and a -75. This is a wonderful thing. Now, once I hit record, I am going to be silent for a minimum of 2 seconds. You've got to have that room tone, and you've got to have that area if you plan on using the noise reduction tool. Okay? Okay, so here we are. People were pleased to find that Peter Piper had picked a couple pages for Fable fans at LibriVox. Thankful that this was Thursday the 13th, the Piper anticipated form fun and a wonderful weekend of recording. This is a test by your name, Matt Caster, aka Magic Man up on the LibriVox community forum. Had it been an actual LibriVox contribution, it would have been a public domain text, previously published, and probably a little more interesting. And as you can see, guys, we've left that 3 to 5 seconds at the end, and there's a reason for this. They want to check out your noise floor too, okay? So let's go on back down to Audacity. Now, at this time, I'm simply going to hit stop. Now, the very first thing I'm going to do before I do anything is come up here and I'm going to save this project. Now, I've already created a folder on my desktop that simply says Audacity. Now, this is not an audio file. This is strictly a project file. So I'm going to name it LV 1 minute test. Okay? Now, that's the project. Now, at this point, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to export this audio right back in LibriVox. Instead of an MP3, I'm going to export it as a wave. Signed 16-bit PCM. It doesn't matter what I do to this file now. The next time I save this project, I'm going to click Save Project As. Okay? And I'll show you just exactly what I'm talking about. So we want to leave 1 second, roughly 1 second. So we're going to come over here and we're going to take our scissors and cut that off. Same way here at the end. And I'm just going to trim this up a little bit. Okay, now they want 5 seconds. So here I am around the 107. So that's going to bring me up around the 1012. And I'm going to cut that as well. And I apologize. I'm so used to using Reaper, I was fixing to hit the delete button. Okay. So let's zoom back. So what do we do now that we have this file? Okay. And I know this is going to sound tedious, guys. I'm going to hit Save As. File. Or Project Save As. 1 minute test. Trimmed. Okay. So if I do something to this file, there's 2 things you need to understand. You have what is called destructive editing and non-destructive editing. Audacity has destructive editing. Once you make a change and you save it, you cannot go back and redo it. In Reaper, if I was to come up here and trim this, and I made a mistake, I would simply grab this file, extend it out, and that audio is still there until I actually export it. Okay? So, at this point, we're doing our 1 minute test. So, if you've been following the videos, we're now going to come up and we're going to analyze it. Replay gain, analyze. Now, I've got to increase the volume 5.6 dBs. No problem. I just remember that. 5.6 dBs. I come up to Effect, Amplify. Now, you see where it says 8.4? I automatically know that this audio will not clip. And guys, I'm telling you, if you set the proper input level, use the proper microphone, use the proper mic technique, have the proper distance from your microphone to where you're speaking, your mouth. I can do this all day long. So now I forgot what the number was. What was it? 5.6, I think. So I'm just going to put 5.6. You see how it automatically came to a -2? I'll never have to check this box. I'll say, okay. And there it went. Now let's go back to the beginning. Actually, we can do that right here from the end. I want to see what my noise floor is now. So let's just play that. So I'm at a -63, okay? Now, for my own curiosity, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to run the ACX check on it, strictly to see what my true background noise is. It's a -78.6. That I know is what my true peak is. Remember I told you when we took that number and added it, the 5.6, and I had like the 8.9, I knew it was going to be a negative number. It's mathematics. It's the way that it works. Okay? So, now that I've done this, I'm going to hit Save Project As. Trimmed. Amplified. Now, if you think I'm being too cautious, think about this. I know this is just for a 1 minute test, and I don't expect you to do this. But if you get up here and you start doing these recordings that are 45 and 50 minutes long, and all of a sudden, power outage, system crash, software crash, regardless of what it is, you've just lost all your work. Okay? Just that simple. So now I'm going to come up here and I'm going to export this audio. Now we're going to put it back in the MP3. We're going to use the constant bit rate. I'm going to change this to 128. Doesn't matter about the stereo. It's in mono. It's going to do it in mono. Okay? So, save file. I'm going to clear this time and say OK. Now at this time, I'm going to go ahead and bring up MP3 Gain. And we're going to come up here and we're going to find our Audacity folder. Now, did you notice when we were looking at it, it did not recognize the WAV file, and it will not recognize the WAV file. It's MP3 Gain, and that's what it recognizes. So I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to track the analysis. And we are at 88.5, half a dB off of the target range of 89. Okay, guys? It's just that simple. You can do this every single time. Okay, guys, since we've got this where we want it, let's go ahead and let's just take a listen to it, all right? Okay, so here we are. People were pleased to find that Peter Piper had picked a couple pages for Fable fans at LibriVox. Thankful that this was Thursday the 13th, the Piper anticipated warm fun and a wonderful weekend of recording. This is a test by your name, Matt Castor, a.k.a. Magic Man up on the LibriVox community forum. Had it been an actual LibriVox contribution, it would have been a public domain text, previously published, and probably a little more interesting. Now remember, guys, this is a raw file. There's been no editing, no EQing, no nothing. But more importantly, there's been no noise reduction. The noise reduction tool in Audacity will absolutely destroy your audio if used improperly. Okay? Okay, guys. Now on our next video, we're going to go over how to customize your Audacity program, because all of this is so easy to move. It's just the way that you grab it and go. Okay, it's all interchangeable. And when we do this for either LibriVox, or if you want to use it for the ACX, there's only a few things that you need. All right, take care. God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.
People were pleased to find that Peter Piper had picked a couple of pages for Fable fans at LibriVox. Thankful that this was Thursday the 13th, the Piper anticipated forum fun and a wonderful weekend of recording. This is a test by Helen Z. Ferrara. Had it been an actual LibriVox contribution, it would have been a public domain text, previously published and probably interesting.